Ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of permission slips,
Oh, tell me about it.
frantically coordinating rides, and facing the dreaded?
The dreaded.
But I want to do all the things
Yeah. For
from your
me,
kids.
every single day.
You are not alone.
Not alone at all. Trust me.
Today we're diving into a super practical piece on managing kids' activities
Yeah.
without, I don't know,
Losing your mind.
losing your mind. Exactly.
Been there.
5 tips to be exact.
5 solid tips
Let's unpack these and see what kind of peace we can bring back.
to the ever chaotic family calendar.
Exactly.
Which, let's be honest, sometimes feels like more stress than it's worth,
Oh
right?
my gosh, yes. Okay, so tip number 1 really resonated with me. It's about
Prioritizing.
your child's interests,
Yes.
not your own.
100%.
Sounds obvious, right?
You would think so. You would really think so.
But how many times have we seen those kids on the soccer field who are clearly there because...
Like, Dad dreamed of that winning goal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, the ballet class where...
Wish she'd stuck with it.
I know, I've been tempted to live vicariously, through my little ones.
It's such a natural impulse, though. You picture these little mini-me's excelling at.
Everything you weren't good at.
Right. It's almost like a second chance, BUT. Think about it this way. When children are genuinely jazzed, excited about what they're doing, they are so much more likely to
To stick with it, yes.
stick with it. They get those developmental benefits. They build their self-esteem. It's not about, molding them into little prodigies.
Right.
It's about nurturing that love for learning, for exploring, for trying new things. It has to come from them.
Absolutely. Reminds me of this time, my daughter, who I swore was destined to be a ballerina,
Oh, yeah.
constantly twirling like furniture is her bar,
Ah.
begged me to sign her up for
Don't tell me.
robotics.
Robotics. Wow. Okay, total opposite end of the spectrum.
Total opposite. And you know what? Turns out she loved the problem-solving aspects.
You just never know. It's amazing how they'll surprise us, but we've got to give them that space to figure it out on their own terms.
Yeah. And on that note, that doesn't mean signing them up for every single thing, though.
Oh, absolutely not.
That just piques their interest, right? Because then we're back to the chaos.
Overwhelmed and overstimulated. And that brings us beautifully to our next point.
Yes.
Setting limits.
Music to my ears. Because between you and me, I am already running on fumes most days.
Oh, I feel that deeply. And honestly, that's exactly why this is so crucial. We think we're doing them a favor, right? Giving them every opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, they might be a piano prodigy. Let's try it out for a semester.
Exactly. But then it's piano lessons, and then it's soccer practice, and then it's...
And then it's, Mommy, I haven't had dinner yet.
Exactly. And everyone's exhausted. And that's what happens. We overschedule.
Yeah.
It leads to stress,
Burnout.
exhaustion, anxiety.
For everyone.
For everyone involved, kids and parents.
Yeah, it's like that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup.
100%.
Parents need to be mindful of their limits, too.
Absolutely. And I find when everyone's running on empty, something's got to give. And it's usually those precious moments. Family time, downtime, just being.
Speaking of which, I love how this article really emphasizes that downtime isn't like a luxury. It's essential.
Essential. Think about it. Downtime is when kids process their experiences.
Yeah, they get to just be...
Let their imaginations run wild. They develop those crucial cognitive skills. And there's research on this.
There is.
Oh, yeah, tons of it, showing that unstructured play strengthens those neural connections in the brain.
Oh, wow.
Particularly in areas responsible for, like, creativity, problem solving. We're not just raising, little robots who can ace their math tests.
Right.
We're raising thinkers, innovators,
I love that.
big picture people.
Yes.
All right, so you've got your priorities straight. Limits are set.
Check, check.
Let's talk organization, baby. Tip number 3.
Yeah.
The mighty calendar.
Oh, I'm a calendar fanatic.
Yeah.
Color-coded, digital, wall-sized.
You name it, you've tried it.
I tried it.
I love that. And honestly, that's the key. Finding what works for your family.
Right.
Maybe it's a shared digital calendar. Everybody can put in their little dentist appointments and soccer practices.
Yeah, or like a big family meeting each week.
Love that. Review the schedule. Who's got what? Where do we need to carpool?
Teamwork.
Exactly. Whatever keeps the chaos at bay, right?
Right. Okay, tip number 4. Flexibility. Because let's be real, kids change their minds.
Like every 5 minutes, right?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Unexpected things pop up. Sometimes you just need to hit the reset button.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly okay. It's about adapting to those changes. Having that open communication with your kiddo, being willing to adjust course when needed.
That I don't want to do it anymore conversation.
Oh, yeah.
That could be so tricky to navigate.
It's loaded.
Any advice?
Okay, so instead of shutting down the conversation...
You committed, you're going.
Right. We paid the fee, get in the car.
Yeah.
Approach it with curiosity.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Help them understand why they're feeling that way. Work together to find a solution.
Okay.
Maybe it's taking a break. Maybe
All
it's
right.
switching teachers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an honest conversation about, look, we commit, we see it through, even if it's tough.
That's a good point.
Yeah, right.
Because then it's a life lesson, too.
Exactly.
Okay.
Last but not least,
Hit me.
this almost felt like the most important one to me.
Okay.
Be kind to yourselves.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint. Celebrate those small victories.
Yeah.
Prioritize connection over achievement. Remember,
It's not the Olympics.
it's not, unless it's actually the Olympics, in which case, different story.
Different story.
But remember, you're doing the best you can
In a world
in a world that often feels like too much.
that's the truth.
And on that note, to you listening, I'll leave you with this.
Yes.
Think back to your own childhood.
Oh, I love that.
What activity lit you up?
What brought you joy?
Genuine joy. Now, how can you foster that same sense of wonder and passion in your own children's lives?
Such a good point to end on.